Okay, so just going to repeat the announcements really briefly. We have the one-on-one meetings, so please do sign up for them. The link is in the broadcast channel, and we'll be spreading out or sending out the DataCamp subscriptions, the links for that today. Yeah, no other announcements from my side. Anyone else from the team want to make any announcements?
None from my side.
Yeah, from my side as well. I don't have much to say, so it's okay.
Okay. Jean? You're on mute, Jean.
Yes, in my side it's okay. I think yes, it's okay. Apart from I'm selecting the names for the stand-up, so apart from this.
Okay. All right. So let's go straight into the stand-up then. So while Jean's running his code, let's see who can. If anyone wants to volunteer, we can go before Jean's code runs.
Yes. Can you give me 1 minute? Like
yeah, sure. We can take a volunteer to start off with.
Okay. Okay.
While you're running your code.
Yes, I'm running the code and just getting the result now. So I'm like, let me give the first name.
Bila is suggesting somebody named Zombie.
Come again, please.
Bila is suggesting somebody named Zombie. No, I'm just joking. The music this morning was Zombie from Fela Kuti. So he wrote Zombie. I'm just joking. It's one of these jokes that doesn't really land.
Yeah.
That's some good music, Sean.
There's still a music in the background.
What do you say?
That's from Joe, I think.
Okay, I have the name. So now, okay, that is it. Okay, so I will mute it because there are some.
All right, we have Claire. Is Claire here? Claire Magnole. Is Claire here? I think Claire was the first person to get Snoop Dogg to feature on the Slack channel. Must be a special award for that. Yes. Claire brought Snoop onto the Slack channel. She's not here this morning. I guess that's like a mic drop. Ayabila was here. He was one of the first ones here this morning. Ayabila, are you here? He came too early, so he left.
I think
Anastasia?
the code is really great.
No, it's really, I think the
we
code.
Can use it. We can use it to predict who's not going to be attending.
There's some advanced statistics happening here.
Yeah, I think it's Kelly's fault. or design. Yeah.
Anastasia, is Anastasia Kiru here? Don't see Anastasia here. All right, the code is, so far we're 100%. Elvis Combo. Still at 100%. Karen usually doesn't join. Okay, Tijun Sunimi, thank you for being here. You broke the code. Please go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Actually, I just joined. I don't know what's happening.
Stand up, normal stand up.
Oh, go. Stand up. All right. So, good morning, everyone. It's been okay. So, like yesterday, I went through the challenge and I discovered that it's something kind of very, very interesting. So, I submitted my interim yesterday. Okay, so my plan now, before I even go into today's challenge, what I plan to do is I want to go back to all those K-means clustering, because one thing I discovered was that because of the tension to submit, sometimes I just have to just go through it fast and just submit it. But actually, I want to take my time in going through the K-means clustering again, the one we did like 2 weeks, like maybe 3 weeks ago, then go through the machine learning models, the one we did last week for the A/B testing, yes. So I want to go through them again, then like get a very good understanding before I go ahead to start with this week's challenge. So it's been awesome so far, and I appreciate STEM Academy for this opportunity. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We have Bessie Mukaria. I think week 13 has to be you guys teaching us how to say our names, or at least me, because I still haven't worked on Jean's last name. I still don't know his last name either.
Yes, but I can give another list, like maybe tomorrow list.
I think regenerate exactly, and then just also add the name. But what
So,
Arun was saying is that I never even tried to pronounce your last name. I think I just stopped with Ja. So I think we should definitely. It's like we should just say our name repeatedly so that we can learn how to pronounce them.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So the next is so Mukaria Bessie. It's
not here. Not here.
not here. Augustine, no.
No. Augustine has left the
Yeah,
building.
because is the thing updated, like the list?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the list is updated, and I use the active people. Let me just.
But Jeanette is here.
Jeanette.
Jeanette is here. Jeanette was here. Okay. Mokali just joined. All right, perfect. Mokali?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. So yesterday I finished task one, and today morning I actually had a meeting with my group members on how we're going to do the whole task 2 and task 3. Divided our tasks, and we have like a plan on how we're going to do it. And yeah, so far so good.
You are muted, Arun. Okay.
The ghost of Hadi says Hadi is not here.
Yeah, so we have to skip that.
We're going to skip Hadi. Stephanie? Stephanie? Is Stephanie here?
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So yesterday I submitted task 1. I was just looking at task 2. We're going to have a meeting after this with my group so that we can decide who's going to work on what. So far, so good. Learning a lot. Really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Great. Nahum?
But Hadi is now back. I think he becomes.
Okay, good morning.
Morning.
I know.
I didn't see it, that's why. So thank you. So yesterday was a little bit tough for me. I just burned out after submitting the interim submission. So I didn't had the chance to go through the tasks 2 and 3. So, but we have a plan to identify our weaknesses and strengths within the group so that we can divide the tasks accordingly. So I believe that's how we're going. But aside from that, I would like to thank Mikali for her community activities. I mean, she just takes me off. She just takes the load and my attention from the very demanding tasks to something else. So I really appreciate that. I would like to use this chance to thank her. So aside from that, I believe we can divide the tasks today and proceed and make a good final submission. Thank you.
All right, great. Samuel? Nagash? Samuel here? Samuel might
I
be
think usually
here.
Samuel cannot talk
He can't
unless
speak.
yeah.
Okay. Is Temilade here?
Because she had some accident. Is that
That's true. I don't know if she's back. Okay, I don't see her online. Chala Getu? Is Chala here? No. John Latome?
Morning.
Morning, John.
So far, so good. I did my interview yesterday. I was able to submit on time. Yeah, we met with the group yesterday and set our objective on what you're supposed to target on a daily basis. Yeah, so today I'm looking at pipelining. Yeah, that's all.
Great. We have Olosole Emmanuel. Osualole. Emmanuel.
Hello. Hey.
Emmanuel. Now at least
Yes.
I got Emmanuel right. How do you say Osualole?
This is the I've spoken about this before now. Oshuolale. Okay. Maybe we start learning. Start practicing. We'll learn how to practice today. Okay. Okay, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Yes.
Emmanuel, when we expand to Madagascar, then you'll understand how it feels. I don't know if you've seen a Malagasy name. The Malagasy names, I think, are the most serious.
Hey. My teammates and I, we met yesterday night to discuss about the challenge, and I was able to submit yesterday, although I had some challenges with light and everything, but I was able to submit, and I'm looking forward to the challenge, working with my teammate and continuing to try to find solution to the problem we are seeing mostly on the challenge. So thank you very much, Team Academy.
All right, Timothy Ogundepo. Not here. Tijinasumi, you want to talk again? I think okay, let's go through the list and then we'll come back to you. Nabil, is Nabil here? Sure. Nabil is not here. All right, Hadi. Maybe let's see if Hadi is back.
Hello, good morning, guys.
Morning.
It's up. It seems like I'm back. I'm not sure yet. So yesterday I submitted the interview submission yesterday, and really, to be sincere, for the report, and averagely I spend around 30 minutes to 1 hour to submit the final and to make final submission with about 20 slides. But yesterday's report of about 5 slides, I think I spent close to 5 hours. So after then I met with my teammates, and then we discussed nothing close to the completion, as we're just talking about food and gisting and that's all. So today hopefully we would divide the tasks within ourselves and then start to work, and then we have to start early and then have to probably make good submission and work very well. So that's all.
All right, great. Okay, I think TJ Sunimi wants to say something.
Hey, good morning. Okay, I want to really actually appreciate Ten Academy. I want to appreciate the team, because depending on this coronavirus, staying at home compulsorily, I've been kind of idle, nothing to really do. So I'm happy I've seen something to actually engage me, and I'm learning so much, and I'm getting comments. I don't know, I just really want to appreciate everyone for their time, for their support. There was a time I got a message from Yababel telling me that they've seen my progress so far, and I'm just happy that I just really like the team, and I'm just this is one of the best thing that has happened to me in programming, and so I just want to say thank you, and I want to encourage them and you not to give up. That even when we live here and when we start seeing ourselves doing great things, there will always be remembrance of Ten Academy, what it did to us. So I just wanted to say thank you to the team. Yeah, that was right. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. I think from our side, one thing just to underline, so it makes us, at least I can speak for myself, it's great to come and see all the progress that we're making. But I also want to share that this is the third time we're trying this. And so we didn't get it perfectly the first few times. And so this idea of working, continue, if you really believe in something, continuing to work on it, eventually you'll find a solution. So I think for myself, it's you guys are much more complimentary than my children. So it's nice to come here and hear good things about work, whereas the kids are like, there's this problem and there's that problem. So it's nice to be a part of the community as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really great, and Arun just really summarized it well. And another thing is that just there are a lot of issues we experience that no one else, I mean, most people probably don't experience in the rest of the world, and that we still have to solve that in the sense that, you know, what works for you and how you kind of innovate around it, and then how we can integrate it. And any comment in that, like on these power cuts and stuff, is very good to just internet interruptions. You know, how do we go like around it such that you probably did it, but others might not have that kind of, you know, so try to document it or try to communicate it if you find a solution or if you find a way. And if you need also support in some other ways, like if this could have been done, I think a lot of people could be useful. So I think it would be very nice to exactly create an academy around this challenge, like to be kind of robust against this challenge. And that's one of the really our problem will be in the future, is that as we expand and trying to give this opportunity for others, the main challenge will be exactly what you are currently experiencing. So yeah, take that one, all of the challenge that I have seen as like, you know, some joking around it, which is really great and kind of taking it positive, and some just really, you know, thinking, and probably I'm sure some of you probably found your own other way to handle with it. So please just share that experience, share that innovation, such that we can integrate it, and as we go further, it gets more robust and suitable for the situation we live in. So yeah, that's good. And I think if there is no anything, I would also like to add on today's tutorial later. So that I would give
I just wanted to share the joke that I saw yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before from Nabil about one of the things that he was thankful for? He said he's thankful for Ethiopian power because it cuts out all the time. And he says that way he can just relax whenever the power goes out. It gives him a chance to chill.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's what I was saying. I was like, that's another way to look at it. It's like, that's innovation on the stressing time, you know. It's just like, and I think the power is, I've been working in different parts of African countries, and it always, one of the things is that it's just, this thing is the same, irrespective of whichever, whether it's Senegal or Addis or like some other places. It's just, there is something about people, I don't know, like the electric and the telecommunication companies. I mean, I think telecommunication probably is slightly stable, but its kind of power seems to be not stable. And I think that seems a reality, especially if you are living not in the city. So I think this is great. So yeah, like let me give another opportunity if there is anyone, and then I will just go to the tutorial. I mean, the tutorial that's coming at 12. Yeah.
Oh God. Here comes we're staying away from politics.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's okay. So the dam, definitely, of course.
It's good we don't have Egyptians on this.
Absolutely. That was good.
Lawal wants to join. Lawal wants to speak.
Yeah, go on, Lawal.
Okay, all right. Yeah, good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, so yesterday I was able to submit the interim. Well, I think I took a little bit of a more relaxed approach this week, because I discovered that okay, the task we have to have this week. Apparently, I know I can't complete it just from seeing it on Sunday, because like 70% of the concept there it's all new to me. So I did what I could do yesterday, and I made sure I submitted. I put up together a presentation, like putting into cognizance, because I know when the power supplying company in Nigeria, they will take the light So it's always something around 2 hours before the deadline. So I had to wrap up things way ahead. So I ended up submitting like 3 hours before the actual deadline. So somebody would have thought I was more serious, but I didn't get everything done. I just had to submit it because without that, but I've ended up submitting maybe like 3 hours or 4 hours later. So yeah, I'm trying to it's interesting anyways. So I think this means she spoke my mind about the whole training. It has been interesting so far. And I'm even dropping some other obligations I have just to have a lot of time for an academy. It's what it's. So yeah, thank you to the team.
Thanks. I think there's innovation going on there. Also, just in the text chat, we're gonna. I think I would just contribute to that by saying we can find a stable point of electricity in time, and then kind of like yeah, it's a good one. Okay. Okay, so for the tutorial today, it's gonna be slightly advanced, and he's gonna show you, like Ben is one of my colleague. He's really good at also kind of talking, and kind of he has been in teaching for a long time here in Germany, but he's going to show you exactly what we do also in another company, which is just where I work, but kind of he takes just a model and make it like just runnable. And that's kind of shows you exactly what in some companies, like, it's bits and pieces. Not everyone, I don't do everything. I just do one part and another person does part and like that. So for example, me and him work on that area. He does on the deployment. I do this. So you might sometimes need to mix and match different technologies. In this case, there will be Docker, and then you run it. So so some people I can understand, they probably haven't heard about Docker. And Docker is basically just like Python environment, where if you know Python environment, then if you just think of that environment to include the operating system, but run faster. If you have heard about virtual machines, that's basically just a faster version of virtual machines. Virtual machines tend to be quite graphical, so the graphics part kind of takes more memory, but this one, Dockers usually don't have graphical interface, so they're just terminal based. They run like quickly, like basically within a second, you get in, you get out, and you can run everything within that. So it's called microservices. So almost every microservice, Kubernetes, or it's kind of like on top of Docker, or Ubuntu, or others are coming up with their own type of Docker. So this is a concept. You don't have to kill yourself to understand everything, but it's good to be aware. It's good to be like here and there. If you have a little bit energy, just search and understand. But I would say take it, because it's so much. We are gonna kind of expose you. Take that as more like an opportunity to hear some news, to hear some kind of what is actually in real life people do. And these are sometimes a little bit senior, a little bit like, it may not be junior, you may not be required even to know it sometimes, but by being exposed and by knowing it, when you get in a team, you become like easy to hear. Like, so in a meeting, you're not going to be like overwhelmed by these different new concepts that are required for business. So that's what I want to say. Just give it your best to try to understand it and follow up if you can. If you have downloaded Docker, you can just run it. It's really quick. Every code is there, just only clone and just run. So it's just then you can actually use it to build your own dashboard as well. Like, so that's the kind of the connection with the challenge, that you can actually use it to build the dashboard, because it's a dashboard. What he provided you is going to be a dashboard. So, but I think I want to really stress, don't kill yourself trying to get everything we put out, like to try to understand them in depth, because there isn't time. It's just that how do you become clever about it, kind of learn as much as you can, but just without being stressed. I think that is an important part I want to just stress out. So if you have any questions, whatever, let's discuss it on Slack. But I feel that sometimes whenever we put these kind of things, if you feel that, oh, you have to understand, and if you get depressed because you have to understand, you feel that you have to understand it, that is not the case. I just want to make sure very clear. It's about give your your best and learn a little bit about it, and just know that it exists and its purpose is for a certain thing. Then just go on. So that's as much as I want to say. Yeah, from my side, that's it. So okay, yeah, Bayesian.
The good chat happening.
Yeah, Bayesian. I think it's, yeah, you just have to get used to it. It's by, sometimes you understand it, sometimes you get used to it. I think some things are like that. And Bayesian are like, you have no idea how much I refer the basic Bayesian part now. Every time I want to do something, I just refer the very basic, what is probability again, you know? So yeah, it's not that you're going to be knowing everything and understand. I think it's just, and just respect is the most important part. Understanding that it is more, you know, there is a basic simple aspect of it, but there is also a more complicated aspect, and just get the, you know, the mindset that, okay, what is it that I'm not comfortable, and then type it and I can help. I think that's what puzzles are very important for me. For example, if you try to understand the three goats problem, or the kind of the Monty Hall problem, or the problem that I gave you last time, which is like guess my birthday, things like, if you can write equations for them, that's the way that I learn. It's like, if you just understand the problem, but you try to use the same problem again and again, with like, can I write equation for it? Can I do Bayesian for the simplest coin toss? Then if you don't understand it, you just type it, and that way you can really get an intuitive understanding, and you can understand, you know, you can explain it to yourself. But yeah, I would say, just go and have, I mean, don't have heart attack, but you know, keep up.
No heart attacks, please.
Please.
All right. So the stand-ups in the tutorials in 1 hour. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be in 1 hour. It's the usual tutorial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hope everyone has a super day. If anyone wants to see, I've posted a video of me against Hadi in a pun battle, or a joke battle. You can check out the random thread for that.
Okay, great. I'm gonna check that.
Yeah, that was one against null. It's not one against one.
We didn't say who is who though.
Apparently, we know.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks,
Have a good
everyone.
day.
Cheers.